what I was telling you about Rosie. This is what it is. It's the magic. Okay, so let me turn to this. Okay, so I'm going to say something to the audience before we start, and then I'll be devoted to y'all, okay? All right, so yesterday when I taught the sales directors, I spoke to them about M&M customers, okay? So, towards that end, I have, and of course if this was at my home, I would actually have little candy jars and stuff filled, but for now, just to take the jitters away, of course, please start on your M&Ms while I'm talking. So, if you want, no pressure. An M&M customer is designed to help you as consultants take the best care of your customers, which that's our number one goal, right? And then secondly, because you have begun a Mary Kay business of your own, we do want to maximize your income. Wouldn't you agree? So in Mary Kay, we are relationship based, right? So for example, pretend if I were Rosie and M's beauty consultant instead of these two beautiful ladies, if it were me, everything I do, I would want to see them again, right? I would want to hear from them again. I would really want them to love me as much or more as they love the product, right? Because I want them to think it's me. I want to be top of mind. Anytime they think, I'm a cream remover, new lip gloss, mascara, my skin's getting dry, anything like that, right? I want them to think that way. So an M&M customer, we didn't have this cute name years and years ago, we just called it the classic basic, and we didn't have microderm yet. But since we do now, and since that can totally change literally the face of someone's skin for years to come, no pun intended, when we actually let them try Miracle Set and microderm together, or what I believe Rosie's going to love, as she and I talked about the fact that we actually are, we would never tell our age, and neither one of us can tell what age we might be, but we are of the age that we want to be wrinkle-free forever. And so we are willing to be preventative. Y'all see what I'm saying? And so Rosie's going to actually be trying our Volume line, and it's kind of like our anti-aging on steroids. So, Emily, I also don't know what age you are. However, I can tell that you don't need to be as preventative as I might need to be. So, we're going to use the Miracle Set and Microderm with Emily and the Volume and the Microderm with Miss Rosie. Now, the reason that this is important, you guys, so you're going to hear a little facts and figures, so you just forget this part in. Unless, of course, you decide you want to become a Mary Kay consultant, and then it will all apply to you as well. No pressure. Okay, so this is the numbers I want you to write down. And if y'all know me at all, if you've ever even heard about me, if my reputation has preceded myself, you know that I'm not great with numbers. That's why I love Mary Kay. I get to make half, and I can do half. But these numbers are important for you. When you have 20 M&M customers, 20. So that would be customers like Emily and Rosie, who are either on the Miracle Set and Microderm, or on the Volume Set and Microderm. Statistically, they will reorder those products in a year's time. Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so statistically, the Miracle Set would be reordered 3 times, and the Microderm only twice. Now, I don't know if I'm just overly committed to being wrinkle-free, but I go through more than 2 Microderms a year personally. So, you could have even a higher return, but we're just going to go with these averages. On the Volume Set, it also ranged from 2 to 3, depending on how frugal the customer is. Okay, so just so y'all know, like especially y'all, this is how frugal I am. Like when the cleanser gets low like this, I am the chick that cuts it and digs the rest of it out. I am my best customer, but I cannot stand to have something left and throw it away. That's just a weird thing about me. Rosie, I will tell you I run out of this first. This is the lifting serum. I'm not sure if it's because I believe what it's doing, lifting, or because it smells like the spa, which you'll get to experience. But this is the number one thing I run out of the fastest. When I used the Miracle Set before we came out with this line in, I was able to run out of everything at the same time. I don't know how that worked, but it just worked out that way. Okay, so those are your statistics. So when you have how many customers? Are you looking for 20 M&M customers. 20. They're going to statistically reorder 3 skincare sets and 2 microderm sets in the year, yielding you an $8,000 total just from those 20 customers. Are you following me still? How much do we get to make of what we sell in Mary Kay? Half. How much is half of $8,000 in retail? $4,000 profit. I know it's okay if you listen to this part. Do you know that people take summer jobs, people who have full-time jobs, let's use teachers as an example. Teachers will often take a summer job and they will pick up an extra job in the holidays for 2-3 weeks, and they will still not yield a $4,000 profit, even using up all of their off time to create more income. So do you see how this could be very intriguing for your prospects as well? What if you have a prospect who says, well, I'm not a party girl, I don't really want to do that? What are you going to say? Director, do you know the answer?
Great.
Right! You know what? Let's not do parties. But would you let me do just this one thing? Would you let me just kind of do like a kickoff for you? Where we invite everybody that you know, just kind of like, hey, my business is open, and let's just see if we can get 20 of your friends and family who would like to be as wrinkle-free and young-looking as you and I. Just see, what do you think? Do you know what, y'all? I've never heard anybody say, no, I don't want to do that. Even when she's already told me up front she didn't want to do that. No problem. Because my goal as her coach